Wreck the pet store, do some damage. Fa la 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 la. Send the beagles on a rampage. And he's broke. I owned a house in 2004. Bought it in 2003. That didn't last long either. Long story, but... How old was I then? Would have been... 25? Yeah, that sounds right. Did I really just sell my glass dagger? What the hell? He gets to keep the extra gold. Why not?
Good doing business with you.
Fucking game's doing that again. Oh, I didn't sell it. Okay. So if you stay in the menu for too long, it just eats a bag of dicks. That's just crazy. I don't know what does that. I gotta find another vendor, too. I was quoting a Twisted Christmas song. It's actually Bob Rivers' comedy group. The album was called Twisted Christmas. Wreck the pet stores, do some damage. Fa la 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 la. Send the beagles on a rampage. Trying to think if those are labeled or not. I need to relabel them. Oh, or I could just load them up in VLC. There's a wonderful... I'm going to do that because this is hilarious as hell. There are funny shit. You can stare at this fire. Actually, that's really pretty anyway. And the eye candy's not bad either. You guys got me thinking about it, so I'm gonna spin it up. Well, when is Extra Life then? I thought November 10 was always the release date. Yeah. Why is my NAS not responding? Oh, discs are probably asleep. Stand by. There we go. Here it is. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the song House of the Rising Sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. Yes, that's the right one. Alright, so dig this. Oh, god damn it. How do I make Skyrim shut up? Well, you're going to have to tolerate the ambient noise a bit. I don't know how to fix that. I'll just drown it out with the music. So here we go. Yeah, I just don't want to... It'll write to the INI file. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's these. It's the same people. They did a good job on this. Well, you were hearing this creaking too. Okay, you get the idea. That I realized the the rain sound from Skyrim will keep fucking Content ID from flagging that too. Because, well, fuck Content ID. You know, they actually flag the Skyrim theme. They don't flag any of the music in the game, but they get the intro music. Copyright infringement not intended, but most certainly encouraged. Yeah, seriously. There are 2 episodes in my stream, or my series, that I can't monetize because they have the Skyrim theme in it. Too much of it. Okay, so I've emptied him out, cleaned them out, cleaned out the general goods store and the alchemist. Does the innkeeper have that much money? Yeah. Fuck you, Skyrim. Right in the pooper. Right. So anyway, that was Twisted Christmas. Zombie, no, not quite. That's not how it works. Parody is generally protected because you're singing different words, even if the music is almost identical. Although you'll notice anytime Weird Al does a parody, if you listen closely, if you listen carefully, it's not a perfect copy of the song. It never is. Just so that he can say it's a, you know, a protected derivative work. Yeah, it's usually something like that. You can borrow a measure or a beat or a lick from a song, but generally that's you go much further than that. Hey, great texture. Much further than that, you're gonna end up sucking on a lawyer's dick. Ride one out for the courts. Thankfully, I've never had to deal with any copyright litigation. Gotten sued 3 times over contracts. One each time, but still a pain in the dick. I have to tell you, the most empowering thing in the world, the most empowering feeling in the world is how easy it is to strike complete and utter terror into some, you know, litigious asshole's mind. Because when people sue, it's because they figure they can scare you into backing off. And especially when you're dealing with a scam or a con artist.
Welcome.
They,
Let me know if you want anything.
the best way to strike fear in their heart is to show them, oh, you're suing me? Okay, I'll see you Monday in court. You don't blink, you don't bat an eye, you don't act afraid. And you have to follow through with it. Courts are really comfortable places. It's just can't be afraid of them. And the minute you display that, fuckers will back off. It was a guy, one guy, I sued him actually for bouncing a check. And,
how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
He countersued, claiming I didn't finish the project. And let's see what happened. The court decided that I didn't have to finish the project because he didn't pay me, and I wasn't entitled to collect the bounced check because the project wasn't finished. The court told us both to fuck ourselves. That was a fun one, but the other one was this shitbag company called IBI Global, now called CEO Space. At least it was a couple of years ago. Shitbag named B.J. Dorman, who's a convicted felon, by the way. They suckered me for a few $1,000s. I didn't actually pay that much, but for some stupid seminar that turned out to be shit. And I wrote a bad review of it, and that pissed them off, and they threatened to sue. I told them to fuck themselves, and they sued. What was it? They did everything they could to avoid sending me service. They got an injunction against me to speak against even mentioning it. They actually hid the hearing from me about getting the injunction. So when I finally got the paperwork for it, instead of buckling like they expected, I wrote a 13-page response to the court, explaining all the various reasons why it didn't have jurisdiction. They sued me out of state. Didn't have jurisdiction, violated First Amendment with the injunction in the first place, violated due process with the injunction being done in secret. I made like 6 different motions to dismiss. Their lawyer saw that and panicked big time. They freaked the fuck out. Like the day before because the court wrote back and said, yeah, these are valid motions, so we're going to set a hearing to haggle this before we even start the trial. And as soon as that letter arrived to each of the parties, they were on the phone that day to offer to settle. And that was fun.
Anything else? Just let me know.
Because among the claims I made was that they're ripping people off, and the claim they made was that my horrible, nasty words were harming their business. They paid. They had to pay their court fees. I didn't pay shit. I couldn't afford a lawyer, so I did it myself. They claimed that I was hurting their attendance numbers. So I laid out, you have to lay out what your defense is going to be. And my response to these, to the court service was that, I want to dig into their fucking books. We're going to use discovery to open their books, see how many people they had before and after I wrote the articles. And they didn't want their books open. They didn't want someone going through and actually proving their claims true, or my claims correct. They never challenged the claims. They never once said I was wrong. They just said I was hurting their business. And, yeah, they backed the fuck down fast. That feels amazing. I'm trying to think, there's no other vendors in Whiterun, are there? These fuckers don't. Do the champions buy and sell shit, or they... fuck it. Let's just fast travel somewhere else. One more bit of Heimskir.
Talos is the true god of man, a
descended from flesh to rule the realm.
The drunken thing? Yeah, I went there. Yeah. Wait for it. Yeah. That's the best one. Yeah. Oh, and the third time I got sued was my stupid-ass ex-landlord that I moved to Florida to try to date. And that didn't work out. For obvious reasons. Bitch was nuts. But also Sue-happy.
Yeah.
She was easy to demolish, though. That was silly. I just won that one. I didn't bother countersuing because I knew she was broke. She only did it because she was desperate to make her mortgage payment that month. And she failed. Oh, that sucks, dude. Make sure, have you done loot and finis and all that other shit, like the ride bash? Where the hell are the merchants in this town? So, we go from rain to snow. Can't win for losing. I hate this town. I can't remember where anything is. Oh. Right. This is Windhelm.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan
Ooh, that lightning just hit somebody. I'm the best smith in
I'm the
Skyrim.
finest blacksmith in all Skyrim.
No, that's me.
If you have spare weapons and armor to sell, bring them here. Looking to protect yourself? Deal some damage.
Now, let's see this fuck up the frame rate. Try to go through this quick. Boy, they instantly get more money, too. The minute you do that. I have lots of staves. I have absolutely no use for them. Crossbow.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade.
Yay! It didn't screw my frame rate.
Working in Windhelm's great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Hello, left and right. I mean, hello,
I never
lady.
expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does.
Really? Ulfric's kind of a dick.
A word of advice: don't buy discounted armor.
Make it all myself, baby. I love that she's wearing that cowl thing and or hood and a bikini. Yeah, Windhelm just looks hastily put together. She has no pants because I don't want her to have pants. let's just lay it out there. I'm a perv and I like the idea of scantily clad, big-titted women running around Skyrim. Another vendor. Need another vendor. A loaded vendor, that. She's just standing there jiggling. That's great.